Hello children, so let's begin with the second chapter, nutrition in animals. In the first chapter you have learned the nutrition in plants, how the plants prepare their own food using photosynthesis. Now let's study what is nutrition in animals. Plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot. So animals are called as heterotrophs as they are dependent on plants indirectly or directly. Animals get their food from plants either directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. So I'll show you all an image. Okay, you can see this image how the animals are dependent directly or indirectly on plants. So this is elephant, deer, a goat and a frog. These are the plant eating animals. These are herbivorous animals. Here snake and a wolf. Snake will eat frog, and there is one more, grasshopper. Grasshopper will eat plant. Grasshopper is eaten by frog. Frog is eaten by snake. Snake is eaten by eagle. Here goat eats plants. Wolf eats goat, and wolf is eaten by tiger then or lion. Okay, deer will eat plants. Deer is eaten by tiger or lion. So plants is eaten by animals. Animals eat plants. Elephant eat plant. Elephant is eaten by tiger or lion. So this is how animals are directly or indirectly dependent on plants. These are directly dependent on plants, but these tiger, lion, eagle, wolf, these are indirectly dependent on plants. Tiger eat deer, deer will eat plants. So tiger is also indirectly dependent on plants. Animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food, and its utilization in the body. Okay, next is what is digestion? The breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substances called digestion. So the complex substance is breakdown into simpler substances for the digestion purpose. Next is different ways of taking food. The mode of taking food into the body varies in different organisms. Bees and hummingbirds suck the nectar of plants. Infants of human and many other animals feed on mother's milk. Snakes like the python swallow the animals they prey upon. Some aquatic animals filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. Okay, here is the activity for y'all. Various modes of feeding are snail, it will eat grass. Mode of feeding is chewing. Ant will eat insects. Mode of feeding is scraping. Eagle, its kind of food is flesh. Mode of feeding is swallowing. Hummingbird, kind of food is nectar. Mode of feeding is sucking. Same way, lice, mosquito, butterfly and housefly. You can see these are the mode of feeding. Let's move to the next part, that is digestion in humans. So here are few of the parts of the body. We take in food through the mouth, digest and utilize it. The unused parts of the food are defecated. Have you ever wondered what happens to the food inside the body? The food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity. and ends at the anus. The canal can be divided into various compartments, like first one is buccal cavity, food pipe or the esophagus, then the stomach, then small intestine, large intestine, and ending with rectum and anus. So this is how the process starts. The food components gradually get digested as food travels through the various compartments. The inner walls of the stomach and the small intestine and the various glands associated with the canal such as salivary glands, the liver and pancreas secrete digestive juices. The digestive juices convert complex substance of food into simpler ones. The digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the digestive system. So you can see how the digestion system works. That is the esophagus. Then the food goes to the stomach, then the large intestine, then small intestine, then the rectum and the anus. Let's move to the next topic, the mouth and the buccal cavity. Food is taken into the body through the mouth. The processing of taking food into the body is called as ingestion. The process of taking food into the body is called as ingestion. We chew the food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. Each tooth is rooted in a separate socket in the gums. Our teeth vary in appearances and perform different functions. This is how the arrangement of teeth, not teeth, it teeth in a mouth. So there are different types of teeth in a mouth, that is molar, premolar, canine and incisors. Next, there is an activity for you all how to test the action of saliva. We need to take 2 test tubes and we need to add 2 spoons of boiled rice for 1 test tube and 1 more chewed rice for 1 more test tube. You need to chew the rice for 2 minutes and put it in 1 more test tube and add water, equal amount of water to both test tubes, and then add 2 drops of iodine for both the test tubes. You can see the changes there. The boiled rice has changed the color into blue black, and one more, the chewed rice was same, the color was not changed. So we can conclude that boiled rice contain starch. The saliva breaks down the starch into sugars. I hope you have understood the experiment. Thank you.